Yes, yes, yes. It's been going all over the internet, blowing up in reference to Dr. Umar Johnson getting married to two lovely young ladies, beautiful ladies. Here they are here. The ladies still haven't been identified other than what Dr. Johnson had stated in reference to who they were. He said that they were African yellow and African, what was it? He said African yellow and African lemonade. Excuse me, no, I'm sorry. African vanilla and African lemonade. Afrikan, vanilla, and Afrikan, lemonade. That was the names that he had given when at the ceremony that he had. Guys, I'm going to share with you guys. I'm not. I'm taking it. The lady that will be on his right would be African. It's hard. I mean, because lemonade and vanilla is yellow. I mean, ah, that's kind of hard to do, dude. It's kind of hard to do is to say which one is vanilla and which one is lemonade. I get. I can't taste test it. Only he can taste test it. I mean, his wives. So he's the judge as to which one is lemonade and which one is vanilla. Hopefully, they don't toss it up with a now later and have vanilla and lemonade now later. But hey, that joke, I keep it to myself. I'm going to share with you guys. If you don't know who Dr. Umar Johnson is, I mean, he's a wonderful brother. Don't get me wrong. He's a wonderful brother. Dr. Umar Johnson, certified school psychologist, doctor of clinical psychology, author, Pan-Africanist, educated, and also of the FDMG. He's not only is he the principal, I'm going to go ahead and go further and come back to the FDMG. And also he's a special education consultant. Not only is he the principal, he is the one who built the school, and not from the mortar up. The school was already there. He just renovated the school, the building that was there. But FDMG means the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, and I tilt my hat to Dr. Umar for doing that because there's not too many brothers or sisters who. And he did a lot of work. A lot of people give him flack in reference to what he did do, how long it's taken him to do the school, to make the school come complete. Um, but he expresses to a lot of people on many different platforms. And as he goes around and gives seminars and speeches, he talks about the money. He talks about where the money is at, where it's gone, and the accomplishments he has overcame, with the funding of people donating money and contributing to his cause. But I tilt my hat to him because there's not too many brothers and sisters who are doing something for the urban communities to help out the youth, to help them see that they can be someone other than a Martin Luther King, a LeBron James, a Tiger Woods. I mean, there's more to us other than sports. There's more to us other than being political figures. We can do so many different things, but we're not being shown that because we don't have the in the urban communities, there's not enough of, I'm not going to say we don't have, but there's not enough people who are standing up and showing our youth how a trade is okay. There's not enough of people in our community showing that, hey, you can do this skill just by watching me, just by watching them. There's not enough of us standing up and giving the youth those opportunities to say, hey, I want to do this right here. I like basketball. I like football. I like track. I like baseball. I like soccer. I like golf. I like swimming, but I like this over here better. I like building things. I like making things. I like creating things. I like gardening. So maybe I want to be into agriculture or something of that nature. We don't have that in our urban communities like we do some of the other things that are placed into the public school system. So I tip my hat off to Dr. Umar Johnson. This topic is not in reference to what he's doing at the FDMG. This topic is in reference to him getting married. Now, I'm not too sure because it was on Instagram. I mean, and that's not a bogus picture; it's a real picture. I'm going to show the video as well. But months back, I did a podcast with a panelist, and we were speaking in reference to polygamy. And that's what this boils down to here is polygamy. Do you or do you not feel polygamy is right? Do you feel that I mean, is it okay for a lady to have two husbands? Is it okay for a man to have two wives or three or four? Personally, I think a man should have five wives. That's just my personal opinion. And I'm entitled to my personal opinion. No, I'm playing, y'all. I'm playing. I'm playing. In my 20s, five wives, yeah. Now that I'm in my 30s, I can't do that. I can't do five wives. Nah, I can't do that. But I say that to say everybody has a different opinion in reference to polygamy. And how someone put in here, it says I'm not old, okay? Was that I'm or in not old, okay? But everyone has their opinion in reference to polygamy, people having more than one spouse. My opinion in reference to that is what goes on, what makes you happy is between you and that person or those people. My personal opinion shouldn't matter. And I put a post up earlier in the week, and it was in reference to people's opinions and how people talk about people. And it stated, those who talk about you behind your back, listen closely, ladies and gentlemen, they're behind you for a reason. When people talk about you behind your back, they're behind you for a reason. Just think about that. And my thing is, leave them back there. People who talk about you, leave them back there behind you because they're behind you for a reason. They don't need to be beside you over here. They don't need to be beside you over here. And they really don't need to be in front of you. Most definitely no. But as long as they're behind you, leave them back there. I say that I'm going to share this. I'm going to share my screen with you guys and let you see the a little bit of the wedding ceremony between Dr. Umar and African Vanilla and African Lemonade. Where he get those names that he's silly. Congratulations. To my two lovely queens, I thank the creator for the both of you. African, test test, African vanilla and African lemonade. I promise to honor you both forever. I will never leave your side. I shall never look upon another woman in any way other than a sister. I thank you for coming into my world, into my life. You are my earth, my goddess, my queen. You are right here. Yes, looking lovely. You are my God. Ladies, be with me. Help me build the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. I'm gonna let y'all fight it off over who wanna be in charge of the small school and who gonna be in charge of the big school. But you are the only two I need. You are the left side of my heart and you are the right. Until the day we leave to be with our ancestors, I promise to always honor you as the goddess that you are. All right, Umar, now it's time. Will you place the ring on the beautiful queen's finger? DJ, give us something. Yes, my first, my last, my everything. Oh, yeah. That's right. Oh, yeah. I hope y'all enjoying this because it's no reception. I'm gonna stop it right there, guys. Now, it goes on to show more. It shows him hugging him. The story states that he kissed it. I really didn't see the lip kiss and everything, but That's not for me to see. It's not for me to witness. That's not my thing. Someone puts in the chat that says you can't love two people at the same time. Maybe you can't. I mean, but who are we to judge as to how other people can love? Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. What's normal for us or for you may not be normal for someone else. And what's normal for someone else, quite naturally, as the comment states, you can't love two people at the same time. I'm not for sure why I'm not getting updates as to the names who put that there, but I'm sorry. All it says is Facebook user. I don't know what's going on with Facebook. Maybe they're tripping because of the story. I don't know. But I will put your information on the screen. You can't love two people at the same time. And I say it again, ladies and gentlemen, what's normal for others may not be normal for you. And what's normal for you may not be normal for others. As I just covered a story in reference to a lady talking in reference to anal sex and how she felt like that, she didn't like it. She didn't want it. There's some people who do like anal sex. And that was in the topic that I spoke in reference to earlier today. But in reference to polygamy, loving two people, three people, four people at one time, I don't feel there's something that, no, and it's not that I don't feel. I know that's something that I can't do because for me, loving one person is hard enough task to try to love another female and have that other female around me 24/7. But I don't hold anything against Dr. Umar. If that's something that he can handle, that's the route that he chooses to go. I don't discredit his living situation at home in reference to what good deeds he's doing into the community. As long as he's not bringing or pushing what he does inside his home onto the community, because you have so many people who are have big positions in jobs, even in politics, as presidents, who do horrendous things, but yet and still we don't knock them to the credit we do a brother who's doing something good into the community. So that's why I say, ladies and gentlemen, what is normal for someone else, who are we to say is bad because it's not normal for us? Should we say that? A lot of people want to go to the Bible. I would love to talk to someone in reference to that. If someone want to, and I'll put that up in here, in reference to if someone want to come on and talk to me in reference to what God says. But once again, my thing on that, ladies and gentlemen, is some things you may do may not be normal for others. Some things you may say may not be normal for others. So once again, who are we to judge and say, hey, a man shouldn't have two wives. A woman shouldn't have two husbands. Now that one there, that one would be very interesting. A woman with two husbands in the same house. That would be, it can work good. While one's cutting the grass, the other one's weed eating. While one's washing the car, the other guy is spraying off the car. I can see it, While one's up getting the leaves out of the gutters, the other guy, he's down there holding the ladder for his what would he be called? What would the other guy be called? Husband, other than husband, but what would the husband call the other husband? What would the wife call the other wife? Dr. Umar would call them wife African vanilla and wife African lemonade. But what would lemonade and vanilla call each other? Other than their natural names, quite naturally, but what would they call them? You know what I'm saying? For me, it's confusing. So that's why I feel like I couldn't do it. It's just too confusing for me. But ladies and gentlemen, polygamy, more and more we're seeing it in the African community, Lord. More and more you're seeing it in the African community. Did it again. The African American community. Or should I just say Black community? More and more you're seeing it. You're seeing more and more Blacks you see them gravitating to that, where they're having, and it's mainly one man and two women that I've seen so far. They're gravitating to that. Like I said, it will be interesting to see that day when it's being made public that a lady has two men, and the two men are cool with it, and they're not men that just passive. These men can be aggressive men. I mean, they can be great persuasive men. Not someone that just take orders, or like I say, they're just passive to where they monkey see, monkey do. No, they're not those kind of guys. They are great, strong heterosexual men, and they love this lady and understand that she's going to share her love with him and you. I couldn't do it. That's just my thing. I couldn't do it. It just, I just couldn't do it. I just can't do it. But now on the flip mode, now things is right here. Now, not to get into Dr. Umar's personal life, bedroom personal life. It's just interesting. Do you have relations together as a threesome, or do you have relations one day with her, or in the morning with her, in the afternoon or evening with her? I mean, is it separate? I mean, that's why I say, ladies and gentlemen, for me, it's just it's too much going on. Someone states, they says, salute to everyone that's in here though in the chat. It says it's crazy about the sample that he has for the community in everything he's doing. What's crazy about it? Not saying that you're wrong in your topic, but I don't understand what you mean when you say it's crazy. What about the sample? Or maybe you're saying the example. What about the example? Well, I covered that. Think about, ladies and gentlemen, just because this has been made public in reference to that, as long as he don't push polygamy into the school systems, then I mean, I don't see a problem what he does in his house, because there's so many people you can take any school in any town or major city in America, and there's people on the school board, there's teachers, there's principals, there's people who are doing horrendous things that year after year after year, no one says nothing about, and it keeps going on and on and on. I mean, you have just like I covered a couple of weeks ago in reference to a school teacher who were molesting, other kids, female and male. I mean, when you say what example he's giving the community, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I just don't feel that way. I just feel what he's doing in reference to his love was inside his house. I don't see how it affects the community. Not none. As long as, once again, as long as he's not pushing it. If I can have maybe another example as to really where you're coming from, or then that's a different note. I mean, you have pastors that are doing horrendous things. I mean, we have so much that we want to judge other people on. That goes back to what I said earlier in reference to people are behind you for a reason when they talk about you behind your back. And not saying that your statement is you're talking about Dr. Umar behind his back, but my thing is, should his marriage knock him from helping the community? And I don't get it. As long as he can conduct himself and his marriage has no, because there's a lot of, once again, he stated that one wife could be in this school, the other wife could be in that school. Whose business is it for the children to know those are his wives? Whose business? Other than some messy Marvelina, or some messy Marvinette, or some messy Marvin going and saying, hey, look at him. He got two girlfriends. Hey, look at him. He got two wives. Hey, look at him. He got two booze. See, we got to stop being messy. And I really do mean that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being serious. We have to stop being messy and sit back and just give a person a chance to do the right thing. And that could be, well, hey, L, you just put your foot in your mouth. Is he doing the right thing? That goes back to what I said earlier. It may not be right for you, but why does it not have to be right for someone else? Just as well as what you do may not be right for others. What I do, even me saying this on this platform, may not be right for someone else to get out and say, hey, they don't have a problem with Dr. Umar and having two wives. It may not be easy for someone else to say that, just as well as it's easy for me to say it, because I'm not here to judge Dr. Umar on what he does in his house, in his bedroom. I'm not here to judge that. As long as he's not hurting not one individual outside his household, as long as he's not influencing one individual outside his household. But go back to that thing, influence. I mean, you can go in so many different areas with the word influence. And he doesn't have to say anything to influence children that it's okay to have 2 girlfriends or 2 boyfriends. People, there's so much going on in the world today. Dr. Umar Johnson don't have to do that. It's on the TV. It's in the music. It's on the internet. So why would we cripple a man who is trying to do something positive for a community? Why would we do that? And I'll say, ladies and gentlemen, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Either you agree with polygamy or you don't, and you're fair game at that. And I'm with you 100%. I don't agree with polygamy, but let me take it this way. I don't agree with polygamy for me and mine. What my family members decide to do, if it works for them, I'm not going to be upset and mad at them. They can still come to my house. They can still come to the cookouts, family reunions, the gatherings, the baseball game, the football games, wherever we're doing something wonderful. Just like gay people who are gay and bisexual. I have gay family members. They're welcome to my house. So if a man can't have 2 wives because that's not what I'm accustomed to, well, I'm not accustomed to being gay either. I'm not accustomed with being with another man. I've never been with another man. But I'm not going to knock someone who wants to be with another man. I'm not going to speak to a person or to say, hey, you're a bad influence on the community because you're with another man, or Miss Female, you're with another Miss Female. I'm not going to do that. So that's why I say we have to be very careful into how we are perceiving other people's lifestyles. It may not be for you, but is it fair for us to say that, you know what, they shouldn't do it just because it's not for us? Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. If you can't do anything other than being good, don't be nothing at all. And that's all I have to say for you guys in reference to Dr. Umar Johnson. Once again, I think the brother's doing good things up with the FDMG. Till next time, y'all be good. Go to the next topic on Hot Topics.
We gonna hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gonna hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gonna hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. So put it on the, put it on the, put it on the, put it on the. Got a few situations that we wanna talk about. Got a few disagreements, we gon' need to talk it out. Right here in the hot seat, no need for another route. We gon' keep it 100 without the bottle count. LB gon' pull it out you. A dentist with a drill. Don't be all up in your feelings. Auntie gon' keep it real. Uncut with no chasing, no guard and no shield. Conversation productive, ain't worried about how you feel. Discussions keep on rising, shooting just like a rocket. They gon' need some aggression. Climaxing, can I stop it? Old news telling lies and getting out the pocket. This is Urban Vows Media, giving you hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. So put it on the, put it on the, put it on the, put it on the floor. We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. So put it on the, put it on the, put it on the, put it on the floor. We gon' hit them hot topics. We talking about them hot topics. We gon' hit them hot topics. Just put it on the, put it on the,